What's up, guys? My quick reaction to Bellator 263, the main event. I just watched it right now, so I wanted to give my quick thoughts about it. Uh, Man, I've been watching AJ McKee um, do his thing for a while now. I've been watching the kid. He came to this main event 17-0. That's not that's not an easy feat to do, in the MMA sport. And he, I've seen him go up the rankings in Bellator, and this featherweight tournament was pretty amazing. It was pretty great by Bellator, let me tell you. And this was the end of that tournament. It came down to the current champion, Patricio Pitbull, versus AJ McKee. They both had amazing victories, working their way up to this fight, to this title fight, and man, they I had it like many. I had it 50-50 kind of. I was rooting for AJ because I think he's the future, and I think Bellator definitely needs some new blood. Let me say that Bellator 263 was off the charts. It had a big time feel with the public back, um, in Showtime and all that. Um, and went head to head with a UFC Fight Night. And I'll just say that Bellator was the fights were a lot better, a lot more exciting. Maybe a lot of that has to do also with the fact that Bellator had a full audience with them. Anyways, back to the main event. Man, I was emotionally invested in this one. It's one of those fights that gets your blood going. I thought it was an amazing match that I've been wanting to see, and I've been rooting for AJ to work his way up to this title fight. He finally got it, and there was drama because they both said some things about their family members and all that. But it was light stuff. It was something to build up the thing, the main event. At the end of the day, when they got in front of each other in the ring, they were respectful. They touched gloves and proceeded to fight. Now the fight itself, man, what can I say? AJ made it look very easy. He has a tendency to make things look very easy. That guy is so talented, man. Amazing fighter. Athletic, long, strong, fast, young. What else can you ask? From a competitor. I mean, and he's so skilled, very smart, always thinking. He knows how to be patient when he needs to be patient, and yeah, I mean, Patricio Pitbull, obviously a legend in the sport, one of those mainstays of Bellator, a great champion, a great featherweight champion. He's a double champion, and but the featherweight he lost it. He he lost via technical decision, I think it was called. Basically, it was very simple. They both felt, measure each other for a little bit at the beginning of the round, the first round, and AJ McKee kept his position in the center of that ring, and he landed a beautiful head kick that put Patricio down quick. AJ jumped on him, and he landed a few punches. I think he landed a left uppercut, if I'm not mistaken, that made Patricio crumble down. AJ made a little mistake there. He backed up and he started celebrating. It was like a split second, but that's from I think that's came from youth, from inexperience. He should have known that you know a live dog like Pitbull, you can't you can't leave any doubts there. You can't just back up and celebrate. You have to finish the guy. He was quick enough to jump on him again, and he eventually landed a beautiful guillotine on Patricio Pitbull, and Patricio was not going anywhere. Some people are saying online that it was a bad stoppage. Nah, man, I've seen the video several times, and it was early in the round. They were both very dry. Patricio had just been kicked and knocked down. He was actually knocked down twice. He was pretty dizzy. He was already struggling. And when AJ landed that guillotine, it was tight. AJ was not gonna let that go. And Patricio's arms, you could see the ref gave him the benefit of the doubt there for a second or two. Patricio's arms, went limp for a little bit. And I think the referee probably heard. Remember that he's there, he's close, so he's listening to the breathing, to if a fighter is gurgling or struggling, or he hears things that we can't hear. So the referee stopped it, and it was a pretty good stoppage in my opinion. No complaints here. Patricio was not going anywhere, and AJ was not gonna let that go. And basically, Patricio, when AJ let go, you could tell that he was out on his feet. Patricio looked dazed. He looked like he was just waking up. He didn't know where he was. No doubt, no doubt. Not a bad stoppage. I think it was a pretty good stoppage. And like I said, man, AJ made it look very easy. It's gonna be very interesting to see what he does next. I think he should defend the belt against the next contender at featherweight. Make it look good. And I see AJ potentially going to UFC. I see UFC, if Bellator doesn't offer the proper money, and his contract's up or something, I see UFC snatching AJ from Bellator. It wouldn't surprise me. So it was a great fight, great main event. I gotta say, I was not surprised that AJ won. Like I said, I'm a big fan. I've been watching him. I have a lot of respect for Pitbull, but I had been watching AJ, and he looked spectacular, man. What a performance! I think it was his hometown. He won $1 million. He has the title. He's on top of the world right now. Congratulations to him. That was pretty amazing, and it's good to see new blood moving forward in Bellator. Bellator needs that already, and I do see, now that they're in Showtime, that Bellator looks brighter, looks better. It's more exposure. There's more youth. They're getting rid of a lot of old baggage to put it. Just a lot of fighters that were basically not anymore, delivering in their performances. Older fighters, more seasoned fighters that went, tonight I saw more new blood. The co-feature was pretty good. Some great fights. Khabib Nurmagomedov's team, they did well, man. They both won. They're looking good. So I would say Bellator won this night tonight, as far as fights are concerned, as far as events are concerned when compared to UFC. I'm gonna try to always mention a little side note here, a little commentary on the commentators in Bellator. Specifically John McCarthy. He annoys me a little bit because he's not only commentating, and Ronaldo also does this. He tags along with the, they form these narratives. They're not only telling you the what's going on. They're pretty good about telling you how the action is going, but they're also judging the fight. They're also telling us, at the same time they're commentating, they're telling us who's winning, and they're not necessarily right. Tonight I felt that McCarthy had to shut up like twice. He called fights that I saw the other guy winning and he saw one guy winning, and and they formed this narrative. Um, for example, it's about saying they were talking about some fighters that were you know having successful takedowns, and they were saying they were not doing enough. Um, with the takedowns, because the one on the bottom was doing more. He was attempting to do more, and I thought there was a little bit, of what do you call it? Just a bad call. Because when you take down an opponent, you are in control of the fight. Effectively, you're on top. Yeah, that opponent at the bottom, he's trying. He's trying submissions, but they're trying the same submissions over and over, and it's not working. And some of them got up and they will be taken down again. So um, if you're being controlled, if you're being taken down continuously, even if you're attempting to do a lot of things from the bottom, um, you're not attempting to get up. That's the difference I saw in this, with these calls that McCarthy was making. The fighters on the bottom, yeah, they were attempting a lot of submissions. They were repeating submission attempts, but they were not attempting to get up. And I think that was their mistake. Anyways, just a little side note, I think commentators sometimes run with a certain narrative and they get stubborn about it, and obviously at the end, when the results are not what they predicted, um, they they allude to bad judging or bad referee calls and all that stuff, but not this night. Sometimes they're right. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes they're right, but not this night. I think this night the judges called it right. They had all the right winners, and it was an amazing, action-packed, you know, night of fights that I really enjoy, and they weren't pay-per-view, so that was pretty cool. Anyways, those are my opinions. Give me likes, dislikes. Let me, if you have any questions or comments, uh, let me know. Thanks for watching, guys, and I love MMA. I love talking MMA. Thanks for following. I've seen my little amount of followers um, grow, so that's pretty cool. I like that. Keep watching, and I'll keep talking MMA. I love this sport. Thank you. All right, till the next one. Peace.